So how is it that we are all aligned like a constellation, and ultimately we have something in common that we can do to be able to influence all of humanity in life for the future of life? Stay till the end to find out. Welcome to the news. So how today we are trying to approach things is by understanding and acknowledging our fundamental ability to choose. Our fundamental ability to choose is what makes all the difference in the world for the future of the world. In essence, we are all aligned like a constellation at the current time because our energy is aligned in a certain fashion that corresponds to a certain system. Our world is a system. Our world was made as a system. Our world is not necessarily going to stay static and the same in the future, and our world economy is something that has the ability to evolve, especially at the current time. Evolution is almost, I guarantee, at the current time. So what that also corresponds to is the understanding that there's something called metaphysical products. And this corresponds to spiritual finance in essence. It's like a direct correlation to spiritual finance in essence. It's a way that spiritual finance and metaphysical products are able to merge with each other, so that there's something of like a metaphysical product marketplace that is almost like a tool belt that can allow people who are not necessarily identifying as entrepreneurs, but everybody has that entrepreneurship side of them inside of themselves. So in essence, it's the ability to be able to recognize that more so by acknowledging that these tools exist in the world that also don't even exist yet necessarily at the same time. And they're called metaphysical products. They're called metaphysical products, metaphysical tools. And what those are is energy tools, energy products that have the ability to be able to change the scape and the flow in life of energy in terms of, like, for example, like a magnetic field that can change the course of bees flying around in their nest to be able to make honey that's more pungent and more unique and more synthesized to cater to a better marketplace, for example. And so it's interacting and fusing with the psychology of the bees to make a more pungent and potent product, for example. And so this is similar to what is occurring with spiritual finance and the essence of unrealized energy, which corresponds to physics and the metaphysical, physical or digital products in the real world as we know it. So meaning that, like, once more of these products are realized, once more of these products are developed by new physics being developed in essence from artificial intelligence coming out of the woodwork and developing different aspects of black hole realizations that have not been understood in terms of aspects of physics that we are able to manipulate, similar to magnetics in beehives, for example, that cause an extra $500 to be added to the beehive setup, in essence, that these type of products are something that entrepreneurs are able to take on, but fundamentally also influence the structure of humanity. The structure of humanity as it is right now corresponds to everybody playing a role in humanity to make the collective of humanity what it is today, what it equals today. But the greater vision, the greater purpose, the greater interest for humanity gives aspiration and births aspirations within all human beings. So in essence, the ability to develop a new crystallization among all of humanity, where in essence the ping and the way that the energy system is able to spread and connect with all human beings develops a communication system in of itself, and that communication system opens up airways and doors and access methods for people to be able to open their own minds as a vessel, as a tool, as a gateway, as a door, to be able to walk through different aspects of reality, to be able to open aspects of reality, to be able to create a new reality, so that fundamentally every single person in the world is also playing a new role in this crystal that connects every single human being in the world, which in essence makes a story at the same time. So metaphysical products is a metaphysical marketplace that we're trying to invent in this podcast today. So that just like the bees, basically the bees that are being redirected, and just like frequency medicine that comes from plants in essence, these are frequencies that in essence are being captured in like plant medicine in essence that has the ability to be able to heal human sickness. So this is in opposition, obviously, in opposition to the medical industry, which is the largely followed industry and the largely followed practices of yesterday, which is ultimately not that well known. So after all, it is best to be able to know about how to manipulate the future so everybody can play different roles. Everybody can play the roles that they want to play. And ultimately the crystal can become a different formation. It can become a different unknown formation than it is today, which is a crystal in the word that's being used. It's just a term that's analogous of the crystal the lattice structure that connects all human beings at the current time. And that is a new formation. That's something that fundamentally can grow. And that's something that is unique to artificial intelligence as well, because it has the ability to invent new physics. And as it invents new physics, it invents new pathways for humans to travel, so that the optimization of optimizing all human energy at their most optimized, preferences and their forms, which correspond to their greatest interest in terms of like how they would like to carry out their energy, in terms of what they would like to become, in terms of what they would like to evolve into, in terms of like the best version of how they could see themselves expanding into a certain character, or a characterization of themselves, in essence, can be realized by humans, because in essence this new aspect of physics is similar to using magnets in the beehive. Magnets in the beehive allow for an automatic tuning of the mindset, so that all of the bees align in a certain fashion to be able to develop a synthesized honey product. And that's the purpose of spiritual finance. That's the purpose of these podcasts. It's knowing that these things are out there. It's knowing that there's unrealized things to be able to realize, and that's what ultimately is something to look forward to with the elements of artificial intelligence, being able to make and develop new aspects of physics, so we can restructure the lattice structure that makes up what the lattice structure is, that connects all of the energy among all human beings, so that we all have the ability to take our place and molecularly replace ourselves into the lattice structure of humanity, so that we all play different roles to be able to make a collective narrative that as a world we're proud of, as a world brand that speaks to a greater, better world, that is a world brand in essence. The brand of the world has to do with the lattice structure, whereas we want to take pride in every single human being on earth and what all human beings on earth do, so that in essence every single link in the chain, and there is no weakest link in the chain, because everybody in the whole chain of the lattice structure of energy, which corresponds to every human being in the world and all animals in the world, are able to be part of the chain and be brought up, so that we have what's known as the global philanthropy energy grid, and we're able to make basically the world optimization lattice structure, crystalline lattice structure that corresponds to all humans and all animals, making the best possible presence and world outcome in essence for the best global philanthropy energy, because in essence it's a global brand, and it's a global brand that's unifying through unified energy. And so we're making a global brand through new, unknown, unidentified metaphysical products. A metaphysical marketplace is what we're birthing, so that we can make a global unified planet Earth brand, a global planet Earth brand corresponding to and revolving around metaphysical products. That's all for now. But Dink Tech, buy Peace Buy. Dink Tech, change for games, buy Peace Buy.